Let's go ahead and check the window. Something is covering the window from the inside. It's impossible to see who. It's impossible to tell whether the lights are on or not. Not from under the... There's no space under the door or something? Huh. Nobody was sneezing here, so we might not. This guy may not be a a snatcher. No Snow 9. Let's investigate the plates. It's the door plate for apartment 301. It's handwritten but accurate. This is definitely Ivan Rodriguez's apartment. Gillian, why don't we try knocking? Before we do that, I'm gonna try and still continue investigating. It says apartment 301, Ivan Rodriguez. Oh, no. I would need to investigate some more. It's the door plate for apartment 301. It's handwritten but accurate. The door is locked. Since we do not have a warrant, we can't open it unless we have a key. What? No! Even if you have a key, we cannot open it without a warrant. What? No. I think they mean without a permission. We cannot get inside without permission. Investigating the meter, the electric meter isn't moving enough to indicate the use of even basic appliances. It doesn't appear that anyone is in there. Is that so? The electric meter isn't moving? Maybe he's dead. Is he okay? It's locked. It appears to have been closed for some time. That was the window. Alright, so I guess the only thing that we can do is just knock, knock, knock. I'll knock on the door. Ooh, metallic door? Middle door, Metal Gear knocking a middle door. There's no answer. I'm not reading any emotion. It doesn't look like he's at home. Let's come back some other time, Gillian. Uh-oh. I'll knock on the door. So, I guess we cannot do anything. Perhaps we should try again some other time. I'll knock on the door. There's no answer. Why don't you try again later? Well, I guess that's that. We couldn't find him, viewers, so I guess we're not gonna be able to do anything in this area for now. Let's come back some other time. Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess let's continue on towards the other address that we got. What was his name? Freddy? Freddy's apartment? Yeah, let's go ahead and head to Freddy's apartment. Alright, now heading to Freddy Nilsson's apartment. I gotta be honest with you, viewers, I thought this game is gonna have much more shooting sections. But surprisingly, we didn't have much, which is fine. We've arrived at Freddy Nilsson's apartment. Doesn't seem that run down. Well, at least these are no broken windows. DHT? What's DHT? This is Freddie Nelson's building. Go. According to the data, he lives on the second floor apartment 202. We can immediately go there. Let's look around. The design and atmosphere of this building is no doubt popular with the women. What? 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 Popular with women? What does that even mean? There's a plate which reads Dormitory Okamoto. Look at the area. It's a rather lively neighborhood, isn't it? The building is right on the main street. Quite convenient. Is that really, though? Definitely doesn't indicate that there's a lot of movement here, actually. Unless that was a sarcastic answer. Manhole. The sewer system is apparently incomplete. The steam is billowing up from underground pipes. Billowing? You mean blowing? So that means there are underground passages around here. Ugh. The old subway system, known as the tube liner, used to run directly underneath this area. This is no doubt why work on the sewers was delayed. Damn, so this is gonna be a potential escape route? Traffic signals. That's a remnant from before the automatic traffic system was completed. Now it's being used for advertising. Okay. They don't use a stoplight anymore. Well, I guess if everything is automated, that makes sense. If there are still traffic signals left, then it must be a rather old neighborhood. Surprisingly, this neighborhood does not look Japanese at all. Yeah, we're still in Japan, by the way, viewers. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Investigating the building. The building is sided with imitation bricks. It is built so that the one can reach the second floor from outside. What? Like, are you saying that you can actually they can climb these bricks? The edges are like there's indentation. People can actually climb on them. Is that what you're trying to say? It's a two-story traditional style apartment building. You can see the window for number 202. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the ones on the left or the ones on the right? As in other districts, the traffic signals no longer perform their original function. Why did I pick that? Investigate the area. There are motorcycles and pedestrians moving everywhere. Would Snatchers actually live in an area like this, where they would be seen? I mean, they're gonna look like normal people. Isn't that the idea? For a residential area, there are several stores and parks quite nearby. Investigate the manhole. The cover has been sealed to prevent accidents, since it isn't used anymore. Sounds like a bad idea, actually. The manhole has Neo Kobe's symbol on it. It appears quite old. So it's just Kobe, not New Kobe. And I already checked the traffic signals, right? Sensors and crime prevention cameras are buried here. Wait. Crime prevention cameras, is that how the government are gonna sell these cameras in the future? I mean, they're already around in some European countries. They didn't have a say on that, which is, you know, for me, like, I don't have a problem, really, of having, maybe not, how do I say it? Cameras, maybe if the cameras point at the streets instead of people's houses. Like on actual pointed at people's houses. Like they can actually show who's entering, who's exiting, which can be a hard thing to do, that's for sure. Maybe in more public areas, I don't know. It prevents crime, which I don't think that's gonna be the case. Something like that, I don't think it's gonna work. It's definitely gonna be useful more for the government to, you know, or, you know, by the government I mean Big Brother, to, you know, to know where you are going and whatnot. Big Brother is watching. All right, stop talking about theories and whatnot. Have a nice day. Continue on with the game. This is apartment 202. The conspiracy theorists, have a nice day. Shut up. The second floor, right? Let's hit up. Oh, this building definitely doesn't look didn't look run down at close. This is it, apartment 202. Go out front? No. Before we knock, let's look around. The plate. It says 202 Freddie and Lisa Nilsson. The Nilsson appears on the nameplate. Nielsen or Nelson? Nielsen. Look at the door. The door has a peephole. It's a very well-built metal door. Metal gear. It's a very well-built metal door. Investigate the plate. There's no mistake. This is definitely Nielsen's apartment. The nameplate has an IC chip for data confirmation purposes. There's no mistake. Goddamn. Talking about Big Brother. They know where you live, which is, you know, not that's definitely nothing new, but a chip. They know when the door was open, when you they know when you leave your house, who's visiting you or whatnot. That's kind of scary. Kind of a scary future. Investigating the door is locked. No one is home. I'm not picking up any emotion at all. What the hell are we gonna do then? Well, that's too bad, but there's nothing else we can do. Why don't we head over to Gibson's place? Why would we want to do that? Why don't we investigate Gibson's place a little more carefully? He'll be back sooner or later. So we cannot do anything at this place? Why would the game is gonna force us to go back to Gibson's? Why? We don't need to do anything, though. It's no doubt an electronic lock system. Anti-crime systems are installed as well. I'm gonna try and knock. Alright, I'll knock. Yeah, middle door. There's no answer. Maybe no one's home? I wonder if somebody's in there. There's no answer. Maybe no one's home. Well, I guess that's that for this area, which is a little bit disappointing, I gotta be honest. So that means that the only thing left for us is actually, you know, go with their suggestion and head back to check out on Katrina, I guess. Yeah, to Gibson's house. Let's go. Jean-Jacques. Does that mean he's French, Jean-Jacques? Gibson. Gibson doesn't sound French, though. Gibson doesn't sound French. His daughter, though. She looks like a saloop. Is that harsh? Well, probably. Katrina, it's me, Gillian. Well, hello, Gillian. Please come in. Well, what can we do here, though? This is Gibson's living room. Come in. It's good to see you again. Well, I guess I can take this opportunity to whatchamacall her? Isabella? What was her number again? 39604. Recorded message. I'm Stella. Thanks for calling me. I'm so happy. Well, I guess we're still unlucky. Maybe I should call Jamie.
Hi, Jamie speaking. Oh, Gillian, how are you?
Nothing new with you, I guess. Talk? Your feelings? I don't know about that right now. Well, I guess we're not gonna be able to say to get anything. Staying busy, yeah, nothing new here. Well, I thought we were gonna get something interesting, but no. Should I talk to the love line? Yeah, let's call the love line. Yeah, 6666. They're gonna be out of business. Yeah, it seems like it. We cannot actually contact them anymore. The service is out of business. What was the number of the old man's son? Is that even the right number? I don't know. Should I double check? There's no answer. I think if I call the wrong number, it's gonna give me like the number's out of service, right? Let me try any number actually. Huh? Miss Hayasaki? Oh yeah. I remember. Finding Konami. Yeah. I remember. We've read this. Yeah, we've read this. Okay. I remember. Bye. 111.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. JTNT Neo Kobe.
Let me double check. Jamie, Napoleon, Plato's. I don't have his number anymore. I think I did dial the correct number though. 302501. I think it is. Yeah, 302501. Yeah, I remember. I remember the number. Hmm. All right. I don't know what we can do here. I think the only thing that, well, Metal suggests is that we need to check things even further around the room. Gonna head to the study. Feel free. Skip some study. Ask. Look. And stare at me. My makeup is a mess. I mean, you had all the time to to clean yourself up. Wait, there's a personal computer here. I mean, we already know that, though. We already know that. It's really quite small. It faces north. I don't know what I can do here, actually. There's something with I don't know. Maybe the bottle? We can actually pick up the bottle? Now analyzing. It's a sunscreen. It's the standard type, designed to be ultraviolet rays. It is a sticker at the bottom. This is probably from the place where it was bought. It says store with everything Plato's Cavern. We already got all of that. However, how did he figure on sunscreen? Must be some meaning there. Is it okay if we take this? I thought I already had this. I have stored the sunscreen. Maybe this is the thing that we were missing. Which is strange, because I remember picking these up. Sunscreen. Maybe I can take this bottle and actually show it to the merchant in the Plato's Cavern. I can check the backyard. May I take a look at the garden? It's really small. There's nothing in it. Watch out for Alice, okay? Alice? She's my dog. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we've been there. This is the garden. Look. Alice. Dog is a pure breed Doberman Pinscher. Sounds very German. It's an expensive breed with bloodlines and genetic purity guaranteed. It's the most popular breed in Neo-Kobe after Golden Retrievers. Really? I thought, what was the other dog's Japanese dog? Shiba, the Shiba dogs. I thought these are the ones that are popular. I gotta be honest, Dobermans are really cool. I think they're really cool. Guard dogs have become more popular since the Snatcher problem started, right? Yeah, until then, more cuddly breeds were popular. Damn, not the Shiba. Shiba's no more popular. Well, golden retrievers are definitely not guard dogs. They probably are better for hunting, but not for guarding. Even though some of these breeds are huge, but I don't think they're most of them are timid. I think. Somebody has really been taking care of this place. I show nothing on my sensors. I show nothing. I see nothing, you mean? I don't see anything unusual. The shadows. There aren't many street lights here. I can't really see much. There's nothing here. I show nothing. Investigate Doberman. I really am not very good with dogs, you know. I mean, do it! Poke its ass! Dogs hate navigators, please understand. Please understand. Ouch! There's a thorn in here. Those plants have been genetically altered to have razor-sharp thorns for use in security areas. What the hell? Wasn't there some sort of a crow that flew out of it? How did it manage to to not get you know, get what do you call it? Get snapped? Get picked by the thorns? They're frequently used in upper-class residential neighborhoods. Preventing crime with plants, eh? Actually, it doesn't sound safe, especially if this is like a garden with kids, and definitely a dog. It's so dark, I can barely see anything. I'm not reading any motion. Even from the shadow? Yep. Nothing from here as well. I read motion. Something is approaching. What? Where? From the front? Yes! 7 meters. 6. 5. I don't see anything. What is this? Another fly? It was not a fly. It definitely wasn't a fly. The other one was a crow. No, it's a mosquito. Son of a bitch, Minnow! You piece of shit. The game tried to get me again, huh? It's gonna be like the the shepherd crying wolf. Yeah, we're probably gonna run into that situation sooner or later, and you're gonna regret it, Metal. Alrighty, alrighty, viewers. Yeah, let's go ahead and continue reading a little bit here before we continue on. Dragon horse. What's that? A sport involving the use of a winged horse developed through bioengineering? Wow, I want to see that. Originally popular among the British upper class, participants compete for the longest time and distance flown. Developed from ponies, these dragon horses are only capable of 50 meters or so of continuous flight. Only 50 meters? That's not a lot. The first official competition took place in Neo Kobe in 2045. The winner, an entrant invited from overseas, Eurasian Highlander breed, managed a 30-second flight covering 80 meters. That's weird. Why are they called dragon horses, though? Are they, do they look like dragons? Like, dragon heads and, you know, they have the body of a horse? And I guess, dragon wings? I don't know. That's weird. I think that's it for this entry. Only left is politics. City isolation policy. Oh, that's Japan for you. Neo Kobe quarantine. The government, fearing mainland snatcher infiltration from Neo Kobe, designated the city a containment zone and ordered the closure of all land, sea, and air links, excluding the Kobe Bridge. Really? The police was enacted on December 1st, 2047. The policy was enacted on December 1st, 2047, while the policy appears to have so far prevented any spread of the problem to the mainland. It has exacerbated the isolation of the city itself, without contributing to a comprehensive solution to the Snatcher menace. They're just keeping people inside, just like that? That seems a little weird. I might actually go through all of these entries, viewers, before we move on, since this might actually be the final entry. The final reading material that we're gonna engage with. A North-South problem. Since the 2025 declaration of Neo Kobe as an immigrant's paradise, vast numbers of foreigners from countries throughout Southeast Asia have moved to the city. Nevertheless, this has increased the asset distribution gap between rich and poor, and contributed to the social and ethnic splintering of the populace. Well, I guess that one problem that can be caused from immigration. But you know, are they gonna be like are they gonna be immigrating for forever, like meaning that they're gonna be citizens or what? The problem is best illustrated by the concentration of relatively wealthy long-time residents in the city's northern zones versus the relatively poor, mainly immigrant population centered in the city's newly reclaimed southern region. The trend was spurred by the catastrophe, which created vast waves of new immigrants who developed this underground society, effectively splitting the city into two distinct groups or cultures, that of the North and the South. Why would they go to Japan, though? Japan seems like it's a faraway country. Well, I guess maybe that's the best area to live. If you're around the east of Asia, I believe. So I guess that makes sense in that part. Freeman. Well, you've seen some of those not too long ago. Individuals who have managed to erase all record of their own existence from public and private database and live without fixed residence, also known as freemen. Not to be confused with homeless, who have been forced into their condition by economic misfortune. In modern information-controlled society, the lack of computer records on any given individual is tantamount to that individual's non-existence. I don't want the government to keep tabs on me. The recent increase in their numbers has begun to contribute to crime and labor difficulties in the city, Many of the individuals who choose this lifestyle are former worker in computer-related and data management industries. Huh. Why is that? That's weird. Very odd. Their presence underscores one of the major shortcomings of society's current dependence on centralized data control and management. Most of these individuals live in regions of the city which are not municipal data administration districts. How can you not have control over these zones? Be like a country, a state, and not having able to control these. That's something that would be would make sense in a poorer country, because I'm pretty sure that well, for example, most of some of these countries in Africa, I don't think they have control over all of these lands because especially when it comes to having a lot of mafias and terrorist groups, and and probably even resistant groups in some of these countries. I'm not gonna name names, just because I don't have that much knowledge of most of what happens in Africa. I do have knowledge of of a few countries, but not very well as well, so I'm gonna keep shut about that. Or in the old tunnels of the abandoned tube liner system. We still haven't gone there so far, so. Immigrant problem. The catastrophe created vast quantities of Eurasian refugees who spread throughout the world, creating a massive global immigrant problem. Chinese form the largest subgroup, and over 2 million have found their way in Japan in at least 5 waves. 2 million? That's actually a lot. New Kobe, touting its status as an immigrant paradise at the time, was the logical government choice as the area for them to wrestle. As a result, the Chinese percentage of the population grew to become second only to Japanese. But the majority of these individuals have ended up living in the slum districts of the city's southern regions. Wow. Sounds familiar, hint hint, wink wink. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Dissatisfied with these conditions and the perceived lack of any government effort to rectify them, they have formed their own underground society, which is now far too large of an organization for the legitimate government to control. That's kinda scary. That means they can revolt. Didn't that happen in Singapore? Something like that happened in Singapore? Pretty much. Outer districts. Final entry. Yokobi can be divided into 2 distinct areas. Those regions where satellite and fiber optic cable networks are used to manage all forms of data, the so-called municipal data administration districts, and the mainly slum regions which are not under such control and oversight. Individuals who cannot get personal guarantees or identification invariably concentrate in the later regions, as the lack of such ID prevents social functioning in the controlled regions of the city? Invariably concentrates? Is that's sounds incoherent. That doesn't have any meaning. What they try to say is that you know, people that have the ability to identify with themselves, because, you know, they're talking about, we're going back to Freeman, people that don't want to be identified or have tabs on them, have their personal data invaded. No form of cards or credit are accepted in these areas. Cash is the only currency. While government proposals to remedy the situation have been discussed for a number of years, debate over implementation methods, civil rights, and the like has prevented any actual progress from being made. Approximately 30% of the city's total area is officially recognized as falling outside of the municipal data administration districts, and at least another 10% is believed to be similarly beyond government control. 30 is recognized to be, you know, that's falls outside of the state control, and and 10% is beyond their control. That's kind of scary, though not yet designated as such. They don't have their shit together, that's for sure. These guys don't have their shit together. What the hell is happening in Neo Kobe? Alrighty, viewers, so that's it for the reading material so far in this game. So, pretty much from on out, we're going to be going through the game normally, unless new data, unless we're going to have access to a new database at the very least. We're going to go back to these reading sessions. But for now, that's it for the reading session. For now, so I do have the bottle, right? At the moment, evidence. The sunscreen. It is strange that I didn't manage to pick that up. Before. Let me try and show her that. We probably need to go back to Plato's Cavern. And ask about potential buyers, I believe. I don't know. I don't know what we can do with it, but that's the only option for now, at the very least. So let's see how things will go for us. What is it? My Neo Kobe pizza! Oh, what the hell? Oh, I was pressing the turbo button by mistake. Sorry about that. Ah, it's you. How about that mask? I bet you're glad you bought it. Let's show him the sunscreen. Sunscreen. Yeah, we sell that here. The world's getting weirder all the time. This stuff is selling really good in the middle of the winter. The other day, we had this Chinese doctor in here. He bought out our whole stock of it. Chinese doctor? Alright. I guess we're getting somewhere. Chinese doctor. A little guy with a beard, maybe? He wasn't here with some guy who looked Jewish. What the? Define the characteristics of a Jewish person. Maybe he was wearing the yarmulke? Maybe he was wearing the yarmulke. L'chaim! They bought them all. Whole box of them. Can we ask about the Jewish guy? Chinese doctor? Who can we ask about a doctor? Maybe they're starting their own business. I've told you everything I know. I can buy a sunscreen? Okay. Sorry, we don't have any stock right now. I don't get it, man. How come they want sunscreen in the middle of the winter? If you have sunscreen, I'll buy it at a high price. I really don't know what we could do with this information, though. Huh. Maybe we can ask about this Chinese doctor? Chinese doctor. Chinese doctor and a Jewish guy. We might actually need Napoleon for that. Maybe the only thing that we needed is just the sunscreen, just to move the story on. I don't know if we're gonna get some info if we go to the headquarters. Let's try that.